Kia ora and welcome to Pat's Picks, episode 10. Now this week I've chosen 4 organs, phase patterns by Steve Reich. Composed in January and February 1970 respectively, these two experimental minimalist pieces famously pushed the boundaries of Western art music. The better known of the two pieces, 4 organs, is the one which I'll focus on most in this review. 4 organs is a composition for 4 electronic organs, and is essentially a meditation upon a single dominant 11th chord, the progressive iterations of which gradually increase in duration throughout the length of the piece. There are no variations in timbre or pitch, so the only mechanism by which the chord is augmented and deconstructed is via variations in pulse duration. The organs are accompanied by a set of maracas playing consistent 8th notes throughout the length of the piece, in order to give the organists a sense of rhythmic context. This particular performance, the piece's debut, was recorded in May 1970 at the Guggenheim Museum in New York, and features Steve Chambers, Philip Glass, Art Murphy and Reich himself on Farfisa organs, as well as John Gibson on maracas. And Gibson's contribution is not to be underestimated, because it would have been a feat of not only concentration but endurance to keep up those consistent 8th notes throughout the 15 minutes and 35 seconds of the piece. This first performance was well received, however latter performances were steeped in controversy. According to Michael Tilson Thomas, at a 1973 performance at Carnegie Hall, an audience member walked down the aisle and repeatedly bashed their head on the front of the stage, wailing, "Stop, stop, I confess." So that might give you some indication of the polarising effect that this piece can have on its listeners. It's certainly not the type of music that I'd recommend for a romantic dinner date. However, as an exploration of the effects of dominant 11th chords and repetition on the human mind, you can't get much better. The second piece on the album, Phase Patterns, operates within a similarly avant-garde framework. However, instead treats the organs like tuned percussion instruments rather than melodic ones, experimenting with hypnotic rhythmic phasing. A couple of notes about this particular pressing. This is a 2016 reissue on Superior Viaduct Records. It's a really nice reissue, which features the original album artwork, which was taken from Michael Snow's film Wavelength, and also inside the gatefold you've got these black and white photographs of the recording session. So there you have it, 4 organs, phase patterns by Steve Reich, Pat's Picks, episode 10.